On this episode of Real Frank Movie Reviews,
मैं लुट गया.
Mano Legal.
मैं
Loot
गया.
Gal. Manu Gal.
मैं लुट
Luta
गया.
Gaya. Man Luta Gaya.
Yes.
Man Luta Gaya. Man Luta Gaya. We review the movie Dunki, starring Shah Rukh Khan. Taapsee Pannu, directed by Rajkumar Hirani. We're going to break this movie down, our favorite parts, least favorite parts, and then give this thing an overall score. All that coming up next.
Real Frank.
All right, welcome back to the show, Hitesh. Hello, Hitesh. My man, how are you?
Hey Frank, how are you?
Great. So Dunki, could you give our viewers a summary of what the movie was about?
The summary of the movie, for sure. This is a movie about illegal immigration, a love story, and how people are, impacted by the illegal immigration. Their entire journey. There's a group of folks trying to from one country to the other country, and their journey on how they are going illegally. So I've said illegal a lot of times, but that's the gist of it. And this is a reality. This is happening even in today's times. We're seeing it all along. Illegal immigration in the U.S., illegal immigration in Europe.
Right.
About that.
Yeah, it's a pretty hot topic in the United States right now, especially.
Absolutely.
While I was watching this movie, before we get into this movie, I remember you sharing your story with me of how you came to the United States. While watching this movie, did it hit really home with you from your own personal experience?
So let me tell you so you're right. It's an emotional movie. If you're associated in one way or the other, like me coming from India to United States legally, but still it connects you to your home country, and not everyone is gonna be impacted as much as people who actually go through it.
For sure. So being that this is a pretty personal topic, obviously for you going through it, legally, of course, but what did you think of this movie? Did you enjoy the movie?
Honestly, if I would leave the tag of the superstar actor and the director aside, it was an okay movie.
Okay movie?
Okay meaning it was okay good movie.
Uh-huh.
Not like an okay movie.
All right. What do you think about the acting? Shah Rukh Khan. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm becoming a little fan of Shah Rukh Khan. I think he's a good, entertaining guy. But he does cry a lot in this movie.
He does, because that's what he is known for. He's known for these roles. The movies that you saw apparently are totally a different genre than what Shah Rukh Khan is known for. Yeah, he's the king of Bollywood, I'd say. But he's acted well. We've seen this acting before, Shah Rukh Khan. Let me say it that way.
Uh-huh.
And in one of his promos, he was saying this movie is his best movie so far. That's not true.
Well, I mean, for me personally, I've seen two of his movies, right? Jawan and this one now. Jawan was way better than this one, in my opinion, for sure.
The genre was different.
Yes.
So that's another reason,
For sure. Now, while I was watching this movie, there were some people in the theater, and when the guy who plays Suki, is he another big star? Because I heard somebody go, oh. I was
is.
Oh, must be a surprise guest appearance.
Yeah, his name is Vicky Kaushal.
Uh-huh.
And he's not a superstar, but he's a good actor. He's actually a very good actor. And yes, he's known for his method acting and roles he played. So he's a famous actor in the younger generation. Actually, I saw those reactions too. And I'm surprised, like, all these people coming to watch this movie haven't seen the trailer at all. Because in the trailer, they showed Suki or Vivek.
Yeah, they showed him in the trailer.
So there was nothing. I knew he was going to come.
Right. So how did you feel about the acting? What level or what par would you score the acting, or where you thought it was? Was it good, okay?
Acting was good.
Yeah.
Acting was good. Everyone acted well, but also other characters got good amount of role, right? Unlike certain movies where every frame has that actor, but it's the director. This guy in particular, he gives justice to all the characters. So having said that, the acting was really good, and I would rate it really high. It's a better acted movie.
There's a couple of cultural questions I have for you. One, there's a scene where one of the characters throws their sandal and hits the instructor in the face with the sandal. Is that a common practice over there to show you're angry or something? What is there any meaning behind that, or was this just supposed to be a scene in the movie with no meaning whatsoever?
Is really disrespecting that person. Really, when you're mad at someone, you hit someone with the shoe because you usually use the shoe to walk,
Right?
and it's like you're saying you're as filthy or you're as dirty as the shoe, and just take it. But maybe if I think as that way, that was the only thing that was handy for him. Like he
Right.
would have taken his shoe, It's like, thrown it to him. But it symbolizes that your value is as good as his shoe.
Another question, a cultural question I had is, I don't want to give anything away in case people haven't seen it yet, but there's a wedding scene. They want to get married and they're supposed to kiss each other because that's a American tradition. When you get married, the priest will say, all right, now you may kiss the bride. And then one of the characters got really upset by that and started a fight because you're not allowed to kiss during a wedding?
It's not allowed. You're allowed to do anything you want, right? But you usually don't do it because those are your intimate moments that you share with the other person. That's how the general concept is on how culturally even 90% of India still follows that. But again, this was a Christian wedding, and I know in Christian weddings, like, you're supposed to kiss the bride, right? So obviously, even in India, when they're Christian weddings, they still do kiss each other. But generally, the characters were not Christian, and hence they were offended. Like, no, you cannot kiss my girlfriend.
Right. Another thing that was a big part of the reason they wanted to leave India was the one character wanted her name on the house. Now, is that a thing in India where people put their names on their house? What exactly did that mean? Because I didn't quite understand that part.
Yeah, so I don't think so. It's more about the name. It's more about that property was taken away from the family, and the pride was gone. Meaning you don't own the piece anymore. And to symbolize it with a name that this piece is owned by this, you take it away, the pride is gone. And that character wanted to establish the pride back. Like, here, this is our house, or this is and hence our name.
Okay. All right.
But you do see names outside homes in India.
What about your least favorite part in this movie? Is there any part you just thought you could have done without?
It's a long movie.
Yes. Very, very long for me.
It's a very long movie.
Yes.
I have to think, everything was on average. Everything was very well fit in. The first scene where Shah Rukh Khan was introduced, it was pretty lame. There are scenes that I would like to remove it. Oh yeah, one absurd scene that was bizarre of the river. Do you remember that?
Yes, that's actually I hate the underwater part where they got the tubes and they're walking underwater.
Yes. So basically, they're trying to illegally move from one land to the other underwater.
Right.
Walking the entire day underwater.
Entire river underwater with just a hose to breathe.
Oh, yeah, I'm like, dude, stop this nonsense. I know it's difficult, but so that was something that they could have taken a different route. But see, they introduced an emotional angle to it, right?
Yeah.
Like, this guy is doing anything for the girl.
Now that you've explained the whole formula for these movies, like the emotional impact to really pull you in, the music, the dancing, I have a better understanding now when I'm watching a scene. And speaking of that, what did you think of the music in this movie?
Music was good. I love two songs.
Okay.
apparently this song is not you cannot see the entire song like in bits and pieces when they're their journey from India to the country that they're going to. So that's a good song that I love. And the last song, sung by Sonu Nigam, he's a very versatile singer. The last song when they're coming back to their home country, that has more meaning. The song is more meaningful, and I can connect more because I have come away from my home country.
Right.
Not that everyone would connect the same way, but those two songs, that music was good, but not all the songs were like to die for.
Right. But that particular scene and the song really touched you because you experienced that firsthand.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet. Shah Rukh Khan, he's one hell of a dancer. I'm telling you, this man can dance without a doubt.
Dude, you have seen nothing then.
He's crazy. He's such a good dancer.
Shah Rukh Khan is a good dancer.
Yeah.
You have to watch the new movie on 26th January, Hrithik Roshan.
Oh, that guy's
and you will say Shah Rukh Khan is nothing compared.
It's still hard for me watching these because I'm not a fan of musicals. And when they kick into the song and dance, I still struggle with that. And I'm like, because I'm in the movie, I'm on, and then I understand now, from talking to you and seeing a couple of these movies already, but it's just hard for me sometimes still to watch because they had a couple dance scenes in this movie.
I understand.
But he can
I
dance.
I totally get it, and some of them forced songs.
Yeah.
This is your first emotional drama in the movie.
Right.
How was the torture on?
Can I be honest with you? I didn't really care for this movie at all. To me, this movie, it felt like they wanted to cram so much stuff into this movie. I mean, the movie's long, but it sounds like they could have made this into like 2 movies or a mini series with the amount of scenarios and things that were going on with all these characters, right? There's just so much going on in this time frame of this movie. It's like we could have split this up into a couple sequels or a mini series or something into that regards.
You're gonna say the same thing to every Hindi movie that you're watching. Go back to your reviews. It's like you could have split it into 2 parts. I agree with you. I mean, I absolutely agree with you. There was too many things crammed together, but that's how Hindi movies are. From these names, they want to tell the story like at their pace.
So the ending, I was very surprised of how the movie ended. It caught me off guard. What happens without giving anything away, I had some popcorn because I was starving because the movie's so long. So during intermission, I went and got some popcorn. And I looked down to get some popcorn and I took a drink and then and then something happened and I was like, what did I miss? Like it happened that fast.
So you actually went out to get popcorn and drink?
Yeah.
Or you didn't have the popcorn at that point in time?
No, I had the popcorn during the intermission. I went and got popcorn, so I was eating it through the second part of the movie. And then that scene happened, right? I'm watching it, and I was like, oh, I didn't see this coming. Like the whole, when they come back, right? And then the news, some new news is given. That kind of caught me off guard. And then the way this particular scene happens, it just was like that. And I was like, it's like a blink. And then, what happened? What?
Yeah, I agree with you. That could happen. I agree with the part where you said the ending. It just happened so fast.
Yeah, so fast.
I'm like, man, they could have done quite a few things with the ending, but it is what it is. I mean,
sure.
They already went above like 3 hours, or almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
So let's just
wrap it up. It's like they were running out of time. Like, oh boy, we gotta fit this ending in, but we're running out of time. Right.
So emotionally, you were not impacted at all, and I can see that because, like we discussed here, this particular topic of immigration or leaving your own home country.
Right.
Not everyone can associate.
No, but I did while watching it. I really thought about you from the stories you shared with me about your journey here, especially the scene where all those people are living in a house together, and I remember you telling me you're living in a house together, or apartment.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that really resonated with me. And then, you tell me the stories, but then when they show it like that, and you're just like, whew, that has to be
Right.
hard, man.
I have come across families who have actually done this from India to USA or Canada. There was news last years ago that a family of 4 from where I live in Gujarat, they came to Canada, but they just froze to death with 2 young kids, and they just froze to death.
Wow.
So that's reality, and that's what they're showing over there.
That's crazy.
I've seen other movies, non-Hindi movies, that have touched on the same topic, but really nice, without a lot of drama and songs and emotions, like to the point, really nice. But again, this movie is for the Indian audience who loves their songs, who loves their, Shah Rukh Khan dancing. So, yeah, it's expected.
Oh, one other thing I forgot to ask. So the one character, his mom wears pants to work. So is that like a bad thing for women to wear pants or jeans to work, or have to wear pants? Or
So you must realize that this movie, the characters that were shown are from a very rural area.
okay,
And people are very conservative with it. What they're trying to say is, my mom's wearing pants, and all these oldies are just, looking at my mom, and, reveals a lot of things by wearing tight-fit pants, right? So culturally, like I said again, I mean, women wear pants these days, even in villages. But this was a very rural area where women don't wear, or at least older women wear pants. Because the lead character was again from the same village, and she used to wear.
with the topic being immigration and visas, is it pretty common for people to India to want to go to England, or is that was just a particular choice by the director or writer for the movie?
People want to go anywhere where they make money.
Okay, that's what I figured. But they just focused on that for those characters.
Yeah, it's like I think the route is easier.
Yeah.
Compared to coming to US, because they have to show them fly to a different country.
Right.
And then from there they have to go through the forest. Plus the location, they could have done it better if they had shown while they're showing people from India or any other country, they want to go to any European country or North America just to make money.
So overall, 1 being the worst movie you've ever seen, 10 being the best. How do you score this movie?
I would score it a solid 6 again, and I'll give you the reason why. It's not one of the best movies that I've seen in cinema.
Okay.
I had a lot of expectations, especially from the director. The story is good, acting is good, but there are other stories, or I don't know, there was like comedy was missed from this movie. It's realistic, but still there are certain things that are not real. And it's a long movie.
Yes.
So I had a lot of expectations, especially with the director, which it came short to. And hence I would rate it at 6. It's a nice movie, decent movie, but I think I can watch it at home. I don't need to go to theater. So to all my brothers and sisters out there in India who want to spend 400, 500, 600 rupees, just wait for a month or 2. You're not missing out on anything. You can watch it at home.
Yeah, I have that kind of same feeling too. Like it wasn't it's more of a streaming or video home movie type of thing to watch. So,
and just an FYI, this director and actor has done one of the biggest deals to sell the rights to streaming service. 100 crore rupees, which turns out to be worth $10 million just to get it streamed.
all right. So for me, overall, I give this movie a 3.7.
I think that's too much that you gave. I thought you would say I would give it a 2.5 or a 3.
I actually had it as a 2.7, but Shah Rukh Khan, he pulls me in, man. Shah Rukh Khan. He's growing on me. And the ending caught me off guard. Like The ending, so that little surprise at the end bumped it up a little for me. But the rest of the story, I was just like,
You must be. I was thinking about you while watching this movie. I was like, man, this guy must have been so pissed.
I wasn't pissed. I was just, I was bored a little bit. I don't know. It was different. Like, I haven't watched a movie in this genre yet for an Indian movie, so it was a new experience. So I didn't mind it. I mean, if I didn't know, if I went in and I didn't know any of the actors, like I know Shah Rukh Khan from Jawan, maybe I would have been even lower, right? Because I'm seeing him play a different role, and I'm fascinated by that. Versus if I don't know anyone and then I'm seeing him I just assume this is the type of movies they make, so that I would be like, this is awful, and then score it even lower.
I agree. So this movie is for Shah Rukh Khan fans, not for Raju Hirani fans, who is the director.
Okay.
For sure. Before you go,
yes,
all the previous movies that Raju Hirani, the director, has made, I would rate them higher than this.
Oh, okay.
Every single movie that this director has made is 100% higher than this movie.
Okay.
So that gives you the synopsis.
Is he normally work with Shah Rukh Khan, or is this a first?
No, first time.
First time. Oh, interesting. All right. Is there anything you want to add before we go?
No, like I said, don't waste your money to go to a theater. It will come out in streaming services, mostly Netflix, in a month and a half. You can wait, save your money, and enjoy when it comes out streaming.
All right. So there it is. I give it a 3.7. Hitesh gives it a 6. That's a wrap for Dunki. Until next time, thanks for watching.
I'm taking shots of the heat. Now I can feel it in my teeth.